The Darkling Thrush by Thomas Hardy. I leant upon a coppice gate when frost was spectre gray, and winter's dregs made desolate the weakening eye of day. Tangled vine stems scored the sky like strings of broken lyres, and all mankind that haunted nigh had sought their household fires. The land's sharp features seemed to be the century's corpse outland, his crypt the cloudy canopy, the wind his death lament, the ancient pulse of germ and birth was shrunken, hard and dry, and every spirit upon earth seemed feverless as I. At once a voice arose among the bleak twigs overhead in a full-hearted ever-song of joy illimited. An aged thrush, frail, gaunt, and small, in blast beruffled plume, had chosen thus to fling his soul upon the growing gloom. So little cause for carolings of such ecstatic sound was written on terrestrial things, far or night around, that I could think there trembled through his happy good-night air some blessed hope whereof he knew that, and I was unaware. It's December 31st, 1900. Flanagan Isle by Wilfred Wilson Gibson. The three men dwell in Flanagan Isle to keep the lamp alight. As we steered under the lee, we caught no glimmer of the night. A passing ship at dawn had brought the news, and quickly we set sail to find out what strange thing might ail the keepers of the deep sea light. The winter day broke, blue and bright, with glancing sun and glancing spray, as o'er the swell of our boat made way, as gallant as a gull in flight. But as we neared the lonely isle, and looked up the naked height, we saw the lighthouse towering white, and blinded lantern that all night had never shot a spark of comfort through the dark, so ghastly in the cold sunlight. It's Connor Darty says, "Hi, I'm from the UK, and my city is called the World." Reroll. That's interesting. That's cool. I've never been to the UK, but here it's a beautiful country. Tristan says Birmingham. Okay. But as we neared the lonely isle and looked up in the naked height and saw the lighthouse towering white, with blinding lantern that all night had never shot a spark, comfort through the dark, so ghastly in the cold sunlight it seemed that we were struck the while with wonder all too dread for words. And as unto the tiny creek we World War I, World War II, World War III. And as unto the tiny creek we stole beneath the hanging crag, we saw three-quartered black ugly birds, too big, too fat, too big by far, in my belief, for gillet or shag, like seamen sitting bold upright upon a half-tide reef. As we neared, they plunged from sight without a sound or spurt of white. Brian S. says, "How old are you?" I don't tell people my age on here. Daisy Davis says, "What's happening?" I'm reading some poetry. Really old poetry. And still too mazed to speak, we landed and made fast the boat, and climbed the track in single file, each wishing he was safe afloat in any area, however far, so it would be far from Flanagan Isle. And still we seemed to climb, and though we lost all count of time, and so we climbed for evermore, yet all too soon we reached the door, the black sun-blistered lighthouse door, that gaped for us ajar. Atharva says he's doing something. Daisy Davis, yeah, that's right, I'm doing something. Bong Mercado says, "How are you?" I'm doing good, Bong, how are you? Daisy says, "Oh, okay." Vermentis says, name a car for an edit. No. Thartha says, Lamborghini Hurricane. Hearts for Me says, what is he doing? I'm reading poetry. As on the threshold for a spell, we pause, we seem to breathe the smell of lime wash and of tar, familiar as our daily breath, as though 'twere some strange scent of death. And so yet wondering, side by side, we stood a moment, still tongue-tied, with each black foreboding eye, the door ere we should fling it wide, to leave the sunlight for the gloom, till plucking courage up at last, hard on each other's heels, we passed into the living room. Okay. Yet as we crowed through the door, we only saw a table spread for dinner, meat and cheese and bread. But we all untouched, no one was there, as though when they sat down to eat, ere they could even taste. Alarm had come, and they, in haste, had risen and left the bread and meat, for on the table a chair lay tumbled on the floor. We listened, but we only heard the feeble cheeping of a bird. It starved upon its perch, and listening still, without a word, we sat upon our hopeless search. Shane says that hairline is diabolical. Shane said, you in prison? No, I'm not in prison. What about the hairline? We hunted high, we hunted low, and soon ransacked the empty house. Then o'er the island to and fro we ranged to listen into us in every cranny, cleft, or nook that might have hid a bird or a mouse. But though we searched from shore to shore, we found no sign in any place, and soon again stood face to face before the gaping door and stole into the room once more, as we frightened with closing steel. Aye, though we hunted high and low, and hunted everywhere. I can't hear you. Oh, Logan says I can't hear you. Okay, I'll try to be louder. Though we hunted high and low and hunted everywhere, sending hate from Poland, brother. Okay. Of the three men's fate, we found no trace of any kind of place, but a door ajar and an untouched meal and an over-toppled chair. And as we listened to the gloom of that forsaken living room, oh, chills clutch on our breath, we thought how ill chance came to all who kept the Flanagan light, and how the rock had been the death of many likely lad, how many had come to a sudden end, and 3 had gone stark mad, and one who we known all as a friend had leapt from the lantern one still night, and fallen dead by the lighthouse wall. And long we thought on the 3 we sought, and of what might yet befall. Next Blood says nice. Like curs a glance has brought to heel, we listened flinching there, and looked and touched on the untouched meal and the overtoppled chair. We seemed to stand for an endless while, though still no word was said. 3 men alive on Flannan Isle, who thought of the 3 men dead. That's the end of that story. The next one is going to be called The Ballad of Jimmy Governor by Les Murray. H.M. Prison, Darlinghurst, January 18th, 1901. You can send for my breakfast now, Governor. Oh, you're listening? That's cool. You can send for my breakfast now, Governor. The colt from Black Velvet's awake, and the ladies all down from the country are gathered outside for my sake. Soon it'll be finished, the running no tracks of mine led out of here. Today I take that big step on the bottom rung of the air, and be in heaven for dinner, might be the first Jimbra there. The old people don't go to heaven, good thing. My mother might meet that stockman feller, my father and him cut her dead in the street. Mother, today I'll be dancing your way and his way on numb feet. But a man's not a rag to wipe snot on, and I got that much in their heads. Them hard white sunbonnet ladies that turned up in their short lips and said, "My wife had a slut's eyes for color." I got that into their head. That's crazy. Juggling says hi. Hi, that's crazy. How you doing today? And the Cowcockies kids plant up chimneys. They got horse soldiers out with the law after Joe and Lame Jack and Tan Jimmy, who learned us how to make war on women, old men, babies. It ain't for one way or the other. I think I think I'm like sweating, so I think I'm gonna stop. Actually, I think I'm just gonna put this book away. I think I'm just gonna like riff from my heart instead of reading some book. I'm just gonna talk. So I kind of want to talk for like an hour here because I figured out if I talk for an hour and a half a day, then Max Blood says why. Oh yeah, because I'm like sweating. I sweat when I read because I have physical problems. I'm like really fat. Jay Gatsby says weak. Yeah, I know I'm weak. But I'm just gonna talk. So how you guys doing today? What's going on in your world? I'm trying to stream for an hour and a half today because Conscious Machine says, "Hey bud, hey Conscious Machine, how are you?" Lucas O'Kelly says, "Good." Max Blood said, "Take it easy, brother." Okay, I'll take it easy, thanks. Conscious Machine says, "I'm so. How are you tonight?" I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I think the important thing is I saw a video on TikTok that maybe 2 days ago or something. It said you're supposed to challenge yourself. You're always supposed to challenge yourself. Bro actually pronounced my name correctly. Luke O'Kelly? Oh, thanks. Oh, no problem. Conscious Machine says, hit that like button, friends. That's right. Hit that like button. Tyler Jurgens says, sup, bro, how old are you? I don't say what my age is on here because I don't reveal information about myself. I think that it's important to challenge yourself. I was watching a TikTok video about that. I know Jordan Peterson is really controversial, and I disagree with a lot of what Jordan Peterson says, but I agree with some of what he says. 27 is my guess. You're 45. Okay, that's an interesting guess. Tyler Jurgens says, I'm 26. You seem either my age or older. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not gonna say how old I am. That's funny though, because I'm older. But anyways, so I think Jordan Peterson said you should challenge yourself. Conscious Machine says lol. Tyler Jurgen says why? What? Why what? Oh, why should challenge myself? Well, bro, you should get thinner frames. You'd look better. I like the thick frames. I like big, clunky, square-rimmed glasses. I used to have thin frames when I was like in middle school and high school, but Whitten says, "Ooh, my bad, dude." Sonny says, "You look smart, dude." Thanks. Tyler Jurgen says, "Why won't you say your age? It's not that important. It's important to me." Lisa Bond, MC Baby says, "Who cares about age? Either you love people or you don't." That's right. Yeah, age doesn't really matter. Conscious Machine says, like button, just double tap. Yeah, the double tap the like button. Yes, I should probably stream more on here, but I don't really know how to riff on no topic at all. I was trying to read poetry, but it I was sweating so much reading it because I have health problems. Tyler Jurgens says, "Well, I'm 26. I remember when I was 26. That was a good time." Whedon 2 says, "You game at all?" Yeah, I have a PS5. I game FC24 on the PS5. Um, Tyler Jurgens says, "Trying to see if I should give you advice and converse or not, or you're older than me." Well, I am older than you, but you should stream games, dude. Yeah, I used to stream games, but it I don't know. I didn't really stream games, but like I think that's bad for your system to do that. Um, gamer. Yeah, I'm a gamer. I think your system wears out more quickly if you do that. Tyler Jurgen says, "Ah, okay. Well, there you go." Conscious Machine 413 says, "If you could choose a career job, what would you choose? My girlfriend died in a car accident 18 years ago today. I'm still sad." If I could choose a job, I'd want to be a professional YouTuber. Girlfriend died in a car accident 18 years ago today. I'm sorry about that. That's terrible. Yeah, cars are really dangerous. You just gotta be careful with cars. But that's terrible. I'm really sad to hear that. Tyler Jurgens says, "What's your hobbies? You into Star Wars or anything?" Yeah, I like Star Wars. I play video games. I listen to music. I make playlists on Spotify for music playlists. Conscious Machine says, "I think you will be a pro YouTuber. You are genuine." That's funny. Thank you. Sunny says, "Smile." Smile. Okay, there I smiled. Whedon 2 says, "What type of music you into?" I like synth pop. I like Quiet Storm. I like rap. I like pop. I like everything. There's no genres I don't like. I like country. I like rock. I like everything. I like jazz. Conscious Machine says, "You like Pearl Jam?" Yeah, I like Pearl Jam. They're okay. Tyler Jurgen says, "What's the top 3 bands you've been listening to most in the past 3 months?" Top 3 bands. Number 1, Erasure. Number 2, Pet Shop Boys. And number 3, Howard Jones. Sonny, you have a good vibe. Thank you. Appreciate that. But unfortunately, I can't do this for an hour. Like, I'm getting enough viewers here where, like, if I did it for an hour, I would get paid. But like, I get such a headache when I do this, and I get such a headache. Pet Shop Boys 80s. Yeah, I like 80s music. Tyler Jurgen says, "Interesting, haha, I haven't listened to any of them." Okay, yeah. I don't know. Whedon 2 says, "Then why do you do it if it makes you ill?" Stream? Why am I streaming right now? Because I want to be a professional YouTuber. Now, I want to get better at this so it doesn't make me ill. The haha killed me. What interesting haha. I haven't listened to any of them. Yeah, I was just reading what he said. Tyler Jurgen says, "I've been thinking about going live. I'm still pretty shy about it." Yeah, it's scary. Scary to think about what people think about you, but everyone's really nice. Everyone's really nice on here. It's more about like what you think of yourself, how you see yourself doing this. If you can handle it by talking to yourself, if you can talk to yourself, you're good to go. But ooh, you got it, dude. Just stay consistent. Yeah, I gotta stay consistent. Tyler Jurgen says, I play guitar and make beats nowadays mostly. Well, that's cool. I like listening to the guitar. I like beats. Man, I just scrolled upon you. Haha. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. Conscious Machine says, good point. You gotta be able to talk to yourself. Because you don't realize, like, before everyone gets here like about 5 minutes into the stream. I've been talking to myself for like 5 minutes by the time everyone gets here. And I'm like, and then I start talking to you guys when you're here. But I get tired of doing this either way. Like I don't think I can keep doing it. So I think I'm gonna listen to some music right now. I gotta log off. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.